There we go. Okay. Any luck?
I can't get it any further in.
Too big. It's fine. I'll just wear these and finally order some new ones, I guess. Thanks for trying. My glasses broke again, and I lost the screw trying to fix them in the carpet. So we tried to get a screw from some old glasses, but it's too big. And so here we are. Gonna do our dailies and do our Teapot quest. So I can start, because that's got like long cooldowns to build furniture and stuff. So I need to get started on it. And I didn't want to do it off stream because it's going to be a big long running thing that provides a bunch of, oh, why am I echoing? A bunch of content. So you get my bug eye safety glasses for the time being. Okay, daily quests. Where are ye? There's one of them. So how is everyone doing tonight? Hope you're well. I love they're on fire, so you can just keep getting the explosions.
Oz, reveal thyself.
I hate you so much. I wonder if it's possible to do this with taking 0% damage. Like without... Ning Wong.
Look at you! Wings of darkness, come!
Stabilize.
Doing the shield to keep the bowman from shooting it. Because he spawns and shoots immediately. More or less.
By royal decree!
Solidify. This is order.
Hey. Pew pew! I'm not sure if that's what she's saying, but it's what it sounds like she's saying, and it's hilarious. Every single time. I have no idea how involved this quest is, though, so we will see together.
Solidify. I will have order.
Fire, pants on fire!
treasure hoarder. Up here. No honor among thieves. Oh yeah, we get to dive bomb the hell out of these guys. We're up high. Pick 3 flowers. 3 or yeah, 3 flowers. And then yup. Oh, we hit a thermal too. Incoming.
My hammer. Gather. This is order.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! On a rock! Diana Special!
Order guide you.
Oz reveal!
Well. Hu Tao, you're so fun. Broken as all hell, but hilarious. Cabbage! Not sure where that cabbage came from, but I will take it. You can never have too many cabbages. This one? Up, you'll say? Oh, Bauer. Come on, where is it? What are you doing? Ah, where'd you come from? How'd you sneak up so quietly? Me? I'm a researcher. I'm looking into historical architecture and relics of the Guili Plains. You can call me Bauer. I was so engrossed in my research that I've misplaced a package I carry around with me. Can't zoom in. I want to see what this is. I like her little scarf. She's got the same shorts as Amber. It's got an extremely rare historical relic inside. Could you help me look for it? What kind of relic? It's just a very precious relic. You wouldn't understand even if I tried to explain it. Only an expert like me can tell its true value. Please help me find it as quickly as you can. Okay? Wow. That's far. You're looking in the wrong spot if it's way over there. You're like 300 meters away. Oh, yep. You? Nope. You? Nope. You. Aha. I found it. Hey, look. Ores and a helichurl. That helichurl shall not survive. Hello, sir. How are you? Oh, bomb. Explosive barrel there. I didn't see that until I was already charging up to boom boom everything. Nice. It's not super urgent, but we are we spent through all of our iron ore making experience for our weapons, future weapons. I really just use it to top off, but you know, I don't want to run out of either the experience gems or the ore. How did I get wet? I didn't even go in the little pool. Strange. Hello, Bauer. I'm back. Found it yet? Is this it? Let me see. No, I don't think so. Feels too light. It's definitely not that relic inside. But thanks anyway. I'll keep looking by myself. Where did I lose it? Oh, well. I helped, I guess. I completed the quest, but I failed, so that's not great. Oh, there you are. Hello. Alright, now. We did all our dailies. F5. Okay, we did that. We need to do a couple of, we don't have to do these, but I'm just trying to do a couple a day, and it's pretty fun, so no big deal. I did all these. Oh my god.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, bud.
I got that. I opened the bath pump and I made a YouTube video. And I showed everyone what was in it. It was actually a toy.
What is it? Oh, it's a keychain.
It's a Mr. Incredible's keychain.
Wow.
See, look.
You want to show everyone here too? Hold it up.
Look, guys. Look what came out of my bath bomb.
Out of your bath bomb.
Yeah.
A Mr. Incredible keychain.
Yay! Hiya! Hiya! Hiya!
Is that how he fights? Wait,
Hiya!
he smells good.
Hiya! Hiya!
He said that it smelled disgusting, and that's how he knew there would be a toy inside, because the ones with toys smelled disgusting.
Well, the bath bomb smells disgusting, but the toy smells good. I was talking about the bath bomb. And I smelled the bath bomb, and it was this, and it smelled.
Okay. Tell Daddy night.
Night night.
Good night. Love you.
I love you too.
Sleep good, okay?
Okay, what are you playing?
I'm playing Genshin Impact, but I'm about to play Super Mario Sunshine. A teapot to call home. The crisis looming over Liyue Harbor has calmed, and it's business as usual in the city. However, Madame Ping, the flower admirer, flowers in Yujing Terrace, seems to have something more to discuss with you. The Serenity Pots.
Every journey has its final day.
We're not walking.
Don't rush.
That's too far.
The computer.
What?
Oh, but Mommy, your first time on the moon. So weird.
Minecraft?
No, for your first time, and you're doing it. And you're doing
Oh,
I'm feeling a little off.
what happened?
I hit the corner of that roof that I didn't mean to hit, and I died.
Night.
Good night.
Ah, children, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
For me?
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
Ooh,
A gift? For Paimon?
too kind.
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it.
Okay.
When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds. That simply won't do. Especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy.
What's that?
Oh, did my friends never
I mean,
mention
I know what
that
it
to
is,
you?
but
Well,
they
then,
made me ask.
it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis. Part of our illumination, if you will.
Illumination. She sounds like Sadler.
I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
Okay. Oh, a trinket, you
So,
say?
in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart
I don't know why my
from this
mic is
realm
so
to create a world
all over
of
the place.
one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power.
True power.
But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add the finishing touch.
What are they?
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Among other
Oh,
things.
Settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need.
Fleet-footed.
What's
Is it Bennett?
more,
I hope it's Bennett.
I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days.
And what are they?
Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glazed lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there.
Shimmer
But
soil.
almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is Smaragdus jadeite,
Smaragdus?
which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of
I
it.
can't get to the chasm yet.
In any case, Smaragdus jadeite is an Adepti treasure, and the Adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended
I'm no
contact with
human.
it is, in
I
fact,
think. Maybe. I'm not really sure
harmful
what I
to
am,
humans.
honestly.
Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Who is this
Well,
child?
since you're an adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they must be an adeptus too, right?
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She?
She counts? How come there are so many adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny.
Oh, there she is. Hey!
I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yanfei. She's the one
Yanfei.
helping run some errands for me. Yanfei, I believe you already heard of the traveler and his traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui, before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chising. What a shame.
Why?
A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
Oh.
If we had, well,
She has pretty
I can't
eyes.
say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me. Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy.
Okay.
If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
She has
All
horns
right,
too, just like the
Yanfei,
Coco
all
Goat.
right. Let's get to the business at hand. I
Ganyu.
do not think
Go,
these
go, go.
two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment.
I want to know what's in her little box. I guess
You'll have
legal
to excuse
seals and
Yanfei.
documents.
She's always been
Looks
like
like a
this,
camera,
ever the
kind of.
talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Why is this camera angle just bobbing Paimon in front of the person talking?
Well, that's a bit casual.
Like,
for
that
an
seems
Adeptus.
bad.
Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean he just went back to get married?
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway,
That's pretty
let's not
ballin'.
dwell on that too much. So, Granny,
Even though
I've
he's
gotten a
horrible
hold
with
of
money.
most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all. The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in. Couldn't secure any documentation either. Looks like the Ministry of Civil Affairs is serious about keeping it strictly locked down.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yanfei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
Yes, reward me.
I know, Granny,
with
you've
cool,
told me
fun things to
1,000
do.
times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a
Who
moment.
stands like that? Oh,
Let me have a look.
oh yeah, her sweet book.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Ah, found him.
What is on her?
Crossel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus
like
Jadeite to make
scales,
hairpins,
but
and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some.
Well, let's go find him.
You want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Wow.
Well, we don't want that.
Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
Go! Huh? With the wind.
Whee. I'm so glad they added the extra little vocal lines into the main game, like when it rains or is sunny or is snowing or when they start gliding. Rosal, hello. Yep, you look like you're here from Snezhnaya after all.
Hello, Mr. Crossel. How's
Crossel.
business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus Jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus Jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Jiao. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait
Jiao?
quite some time.
Jiao?
Wait, isn't Smaragdus Jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Jiao before renting them to her.
Jiao.
The
Nice.
contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value.
Dang.
In return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Ms. Jiqiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
Wow.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Chow lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thanks a lot,
you.
Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
God. They did a truly horrible job of syncing the dub. Like, truly, truly horrible. They didn't even try, it doesn't look like. Eh? Oh, there you go. Oh, no. You look very upset.
Oh, whatever shall I do?
Oh, no.
Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
Did you lose them?
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins? I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them.
That's no good.
I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice.
Yeah, why? What do you need the fabulously
My family
valuable
is in
hair
the business
pins
too,
for?
but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up
Don't
in
you
a
know
few
ore
days,
just
and
spawns all over the
several ore
place and
merchants I know of
refreshes
will
every
be
day?
there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Because this always happens
you
every
really?
time we interact
I
with
sent a
literally
commission to the
anyone.
Adventurers
They've
Guild, but
lost
I
something,
haven't heard anything back from them yet.
done something wrong.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Mr. Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Jiqiao somehow. True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Jiqiao looks like she's about to faint.
Yeah.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Bum bum
Did
bum.
you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Yes.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the jadeite is genuine, would there?
Sure.
Seems right.
Please,
Unless she wants to
Please,
swindle him and pretend they're
don't
fake
trouble yourselves over this.
and
The
make him
fact is,
pay
I
her
lost the
to
item and I should pay
build her family's
compensation
business.
for the contract.
True.
However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossel in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
But wait.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Smooth to the touch, finest quality jade.
Like your eyes are finest quality jade.
No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossel's.
Okay. I feel like we're gonna be ripping somebody off here. Or maybe somebody already got ripped off and we're just fixing it?
I should open a store here. Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Mr. Chow in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
About that.
Yes. And?
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
Whoa, don't be pointing, bro.
I'm sorry. Truly I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus jadeite?
Whoa. That's not the contract, my dude.
Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Yes, and if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course! Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
Alright, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossel.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Maybe.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Okay.
I should open a store here.
Convenient place to talk, huh? It might be even funnier if I was Zhongli through all this. Well, no, I'm me. Aether. I'll be right in the right spot to go turn in my daily quests as well. Milith.
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus jadeite after all.
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
When?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions. I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy.
Right.
If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all, in fact.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus jadeite in his possession.
So why isn't he getting sick?
That's the case. We should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face.
Yeah!
Absolutely not.
Oh.
If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone.
To the sea!
After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
Okay.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them. Fortunately, I have far more elegant solutions at my disposal. I'll share them with you in due course.
Are you gonna drop a big stamp on him?
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me, Miss Yanfei.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, could I ask you to please sign this contract?
Oh.
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Paimon can't even keep track.
Yeah, for real. We would
Feels
be
like Yanfei
balling.
is even more concerned with them than a certain someone else we know.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, I require a written contract. Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to place this matter into your capable hands if you will take it, Miss Yanfei.
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. Now write your address here, and then sign on this page as well.
Paimon's lost.
And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page. Finally, if you could just use this ink pad to make a handprint over here.
Oh my gosh.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all out of brain juice again.
Imagine like actually having to
Alright,
read all
that should
these
do it.
freaking
My
contracts.
fees are the
You
same
die.
as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
She already signed it all. It's too late.
I've had a read through. Everything checks out.
It's like 9 pages.
Well then,
How'd you read through
here's
it?
your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, it will actually be quite straightforward to resolve, once we've got some things squared away. I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before, in which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
Miss Yanfei,
Okay.
I have to ask, why are you helping me?
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geoenergy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some.
Her arm
Whether
crossing
he actually
doesn't
made it into
go
an
well
item
with
of
her big
jewelry or
poofy
not
sleeves.
is a separate matter. But either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, who knows? We might just be able to get our hands on some Smaragdus Jadeite. Also,
I'm so
the
tired of
idea
hearing the
someone
word term
abusing the law to their
Smaragdus
advantage,
Jadeite at this point.
I won't stand for it.
Ooh.
But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... Where can we find someone who processes ore?
Right behind us.
Ha! I've got it! Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade
Chateau.
Mystery. He's a professional when it comes to working with stone and ore. If Mr. Crossel had his ore
There he
worked on
is.
at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Yep, we knew where he was. Don't worry, you don't have to show us. But first, let me go turn in my daily quests.
Add up.
Okay. Captain Woo! Alright, Chateau. Chateau? Hello?
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh! It's you, Miss Yanfei. Is something the matter?
Yes.
Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnine merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnayan merchant named Crossel, you say? I do remember that.
Crosal.
He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later.
Loose shavings?
They're right over there, in fact.
Look how much ore
Thank
that
you,
is.
sir. We'll take a look at them.
You can make 100 hairpins out of that.
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings. Yes. It's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer
Interesting.
of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Why are we not showing the person talking?
Well, we might as well give elemental sight a shot. So, did you find anything?
Nope.
So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it.
That's her job.
It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time.
What couldn't
These
she
two
tell?
stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates to an astronomical difference in terms of the market price.
Which is stupid.
And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
Alright, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But, never mind Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossel...
Shirto.
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Why are your bloomers uneven? Hello.
Miss Yanfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossel did indeed claim that the ore
This
he
is
brought
so
to your
much
store was
talking.
in fact Smaragdus jadeite, did he not?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no
Uncut.
further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
You might ask.
Oh, I have my reasons. Yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossel brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yanfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
No.
I
You
wouldn't
may
say
not.
there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me.
With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossel won't dare try to deny what he did.
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to
Like a
make jewelry,
vampire.
you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think.
You could probably summon your book in a bit. Do you need glasses? What are these camera angles?
Jewelry. Nope. Aha! Got it! Sinxi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit.
Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people?
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us.
Yeah,
But the amendments
boring.
made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, Legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
She did say that.
Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices.
Why are we like zoomed in on her crotch?
You memorized them?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
Cool.
Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Boring things.
Again with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Singsi.
Okay. And away we go again. I didn't think this would take this long. Ah, yes. I know you well. Not you. You.
Oh, Miss Yanfei, it's you.
You look exactly
Something
like the other
happened.
person that I've been talking to. Maybe your hair is a
Client from
different
last
color?
time,
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Crossel. Yes, I remember him.
Everyone says
He's a merchant
Crossel
from
except her.
Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's
Okay.
any evidence to be found here.
Miss Singsi, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
I mean, yeah, that's his whole...
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Oh, shit. Now the
Mr.
government's
Crossel
involved.
wasn't
You're
very
screwed now,
familiar
buddy.
with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself. The item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins.
Twin Phoenix pins.
The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
And you would think if something's this rare
Thank
and
you,
valuable,
Singsi.
people would
Now,
look into
could
it a
you
bit
let me
more
borrow
before they
this
sign all
document?
these damn contracts saying that it is
Sure,
what it isn't.
it isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Yep.
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
Lawyers.
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
The weirdo with the snake around his neck?
Come
What do you
on.
want to speak to him for?
Relax.
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece
The
of
two
evidence in our
adepti we
hands,
spoke to
we can
seem
wrap this
pretty
case up.
authoritative to me. I can pull Ganyu out. She could probably let us know what's up. But like, seriously though, like if... So he brought it to the dude and paid all this extra money to the guy to process the Smaragdus Jadeite, which fine, I get that. He's trying to prove that it's legit by throwing extra money at it. But then... Excuse me. I got fish to catch. But then that guy didn't confirm, which he doesn't really care. He's just got money getting thrown at his face, so he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. It's whatever you say it is, boss. And then from there, when it went to... Who did it go to next? the jeweler, like, she had to file all kinds of extra paperwork because it was so expensive. You would think, in the process of filing all this paperwork and insurance and whatever else they have going on there, they would be like, is it legit? Should we double check? Hey, look, Baiju, what are you doing just hanging out here?
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs.
Herbs?
And if it isn't Miss Yanfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
I like your Simic color scheme, but I hate everything else about you. Your snake's cute as fuck, though. But your voice is annoying.
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it.
And those pants with the sand, the like penny loafers.
It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality, and their illness will only ever get worse.
Dang.
Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yanfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
Seems right.
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
Here you go.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago.
Oh, we know.
After I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yanfei, if your pressing business might be related to the Snezhnayan merchant?
Don't worry about it.
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju.
It's none of your
business.
business.
Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
You're too kind. Take care now.
Okay. Back.
Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Oh yeah, he wants some knowledge.
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
Finally. Let's put this dude in the ground for being a lying, thieving bitch. Hello.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Ooh, he gonna be mad.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell.
Hello, Jacob. How are you
must
tonight?
Pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Oh!
Sure. Wait, what?
What?
Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
I told you he was gonna
Not
be
at
mad.
all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite.
Whoops.
Now, the contract states
Being
very
crabby.
clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Got him. Whoops. Didn't mean to smash the microphone.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this.
Bro, we talked to so many people.
I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Maybe stop pointing at
Indeed.
everyone, douche.
Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question.
From the Jade Mystery. Yeah.
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Got him. Yeah, she looks exactly like the jewelry store lady.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
Oh no. In what game is that? That you are playing with a dum-dum.
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
True.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated.
Wrong.
And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Yes.
Looks like our first piece of
Overwatch.
evidence didn't convince
I
him
gotcha.
at all.
Well, that sucks.
Seems like he came prepared. What should we do next?
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
Boo Boo Pharmacy?
Oh, come on. I meant the backup copy of the document from the Ministry of Civil Affairs. The one we got from Sinxi of Mingsing Jewelry.
Yeah, I heard that the Overwatch community was pretty abysmal. Like all those, like Overwatch, Apex Legends, Counter-Strike Go, they're all very toxic is what I've heard. Okay, here you go.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus Jadeite.
Yeah, this doesn't help us, I don't think.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
I think we should throw him into the sea.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Perhaps.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now.
Wow,
because I
that's
do
a close-up.
recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as decisive proof of our case.
What's this?
Oh, the doctor comes through.
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortal who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus Jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
I had no idea.
No
They've
idea,
done a lot
you
that.
say. I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item...
Oh, ooh. Well, where did everybody go? I heard that Overwatch was dying like a while back, but then it obviously did not. What was the Overwatch killer? It was the new Riot game that's like Counter-Strike, but it's also you have abilities and stuff. What is that game called? I was looking into playing it, but I didn't have the hard drive space. And also, it also sounded very toxic. What is it? What's it called? Valorant. Valorant. That was the Overwatch killer, supposedly. It's very different, though, to me.
I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Ooh.
However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient, considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry.
Oh, shit.
I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
This dude's going to prison.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, you what?
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? Is that what you were about to say?
I mean,
You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
I can't believe he's the one that came up with this contract. What a buffoon.
Yanfei's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
Legal consultancy for you.
I confess, the ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite.
Oh no.
But I'm a victim in all of this too.
What?
I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I was in a constant state of agitation too.
Sounds right.
I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. But how could I let all that money go to waste? That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus jadeite.
Almost.
I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Jiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Jiqiao. Yeah, why?
Exactly. If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
Oh no.
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there.
Why their mouth?
I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
Final.
10 times?
Oh. Russo looks like he could faint any second.
Where'd he go? The camera angles in this in this quest line have been truly abysmal.
According to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
Okay.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus jadeite.
Yeah, we'll take that.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora.
What?
Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
No wonder your family's going out of business.
Ms. Jiqiao, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yanfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Yep.
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go, but whatever. It'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yanfei.
But whatever. All those contracts, all that drama. Whatever, that's fine.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
I miss my blue, these.
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Bringing star-crossed businesses together.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Yep.
Exactly.
It was quite the journey.
When someone tells us they've lost something, We end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution.
True enough.
An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans.
Yep.
The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Unfortunately, yes. The two people in your contracts.
Who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Tenterhooks. Okay, finally. Smaragdus Jadeite. We found it. It took so long. But the deed is done, and now we can get our teapots. Yep. Hello, Madam Ping. I'm back.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite?
Eventually.
Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Yes.
Well, if
For
we're all
what?
set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you.
Okay, have fun.
All right, then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you.
Okay.
I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts too.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot, hmm?
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
Okay.
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis.
Who was he?
Indeed she
Do we know?
is.
Do we care?
Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all.
Garrulous. What does that mean?
Liyue is not the same place I once knew.
I recognize it, but I don't know. Granny.
All right, then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe that I
Excessively
still owe you a
talkative,
little
especially on
gift.
trivial matters. Sounds right to me. Yes. What's my gift?
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
And how long does it take?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment.
Okay. Begins to construct the gift, and my teapots.
There we go. This Serenity Pot is all yours now.
Yes.
Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen.
Would it break
Take
and suck
these
us all into a
blueprints
black
with you
hole
as
of
well.
multiple dimensions?
You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Thanks.
Wait a minute, Granny! How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Okay. Bing! Serenity Pot unlocked. Yay! The this is in my Serenity Pot. in my Serenity Pot?
Silly.
Oh, I have to pick Floating Abode, Emerald Peak, Cool Isle. This is kind of cool, but this is more my style. So Emerald Peak, it shall be. The beach, no thanks. Yup. Whoa. Whee.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's. There's even a great big house in the middle too. Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Get chiseling. You can carve us a whole house out of this rock. Go digging a bird Minecraft.
Hey! There's a perfectly good house right over there!
Look
Why
at
does
it.
a pieman have to live in a hole in the ground? Still, why is it so empty here apart from that house?
One over there too.
Oh, wait a second. What is that?
That's our little helper. Hello.
Go! Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
Oh my god, what are you? You're so cute. What are you?
It's a huge finch!
A huge finch.
Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me... hang on a moment. What am I supposed to be called again?
No.
Oh, call me.
Dang it.
I suppose you may call me Tubby.
Okay, fine. I thought I was gonna get to name her. That's rude.
So you're the little helper Madame Ping mentioned?
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you.
Okay.
You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night. Though it
So
is
what's a
the
teapot
Adepti
spirit
who create
exactly?
realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You
Okay.
may consider me a butler, if you will.
Sure.
Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like.
I have a lantern and a
As
fruit
long
stand.
as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please.
Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look.
Okay.
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials. Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot.
What?
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
Can we?
I doubt it.
Oh.
A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past.
Oh, I know who that is.
He said that even though Subspace Creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely.
A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be?
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that adeptus again
I
since.
have golden eyes.
Well, let's not dwell on that.
Is that just because I'm
Have
Geo?
a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
Okay. Serenity Teapot. After using and summoning the Teapot, travelers can interact with it and enter the abode within. Travelers can also use and summon the pot while they are within its confines. Interacting with the Teapot in this state will allow travelers to leave it. Travelers can also directly open the map interface and fast travel to any of the Teapot waypoints to immediately leave the Teapot. Talk to the Teapot spirit inside the Teapot to learn about and manage all manner of Teapot-related affairs. You can create all kinds of items from the creation screen. Okay. Materials used to create items can be gathered all over the world. Turn silk flowers into silk. Oh! After obtaining a furnishing, use the place function to put it in position. I can build things. Place furnishings to increase the Adeptal Energy rank of your Teapot. As your Adeptal Energy rank increases, realm currency will accumulate at a faster rate. Spend realm realm currency in the realm depot to purchase various items. It's in like Hilichurlian. Ooh, once in a while, a Teapot traveling salesman will visit your abode. There is a chance that he will bring some rare treasures with him. If you acquire the blueprint for a furnishing set, you can place furnishings by batch. You can still make adjustments to individual furnishings when batch placing them. F7. Wait, I saw him. Where'd he go? Didn't I see him? Oh yeah, there he is. Hello, traveling merchant. Chubby.
The
Hello.
one before you is known as Jade Seeker. One travels far and wide, seeking naught but to witness all of the treasures this world has to offer.
Okay. What do you sell here?
Encounters with fine treasures cannot be forced. This is something that only fate may decide.
Dogs. Cats. And rocks, but I don't have any currency. Okay. Alright, fine. F7. Special notice. Travelers, please ensure that you follow your terms of service while using the Teapot system. To create a healthy gaming environment, please read and confirm that you will not instigate to take part in the creation of content that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, ethnicity, government, or region. Yeah, okay. The bullying or insulting of any travelers or groups of travelers. Any other content or behavior that violates the terms of service. We may have to restrict your use of the game services if you do not follow these rules. This may include suspension, restriction, or a permanent ban on the use of the Teapot system, forced disconnection, login suspension, or an account ban. At the same time, you are welcome to use the report function to send feedback to us, should you encounter the aforementioned situations. Cool. Oh my goodness. Building. Oh. Oh, I can do this. Oh my goodness. Wait, where do I want it? Backdrop to the waterfalls, maybe? How do I? Oh, there we go. Confirm. And main building. Yeah, I have that already. Can I move it? I can. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I want it. Okay. Safe. Ooh, I have a little marketplace. Placing furnishings, please wait. Hey-ya! Oh, it's a forge. Oh, I can do forging things. Oh my goodness, I can do things in the teapot? Well, isn't that handy? Craft. So cool, and look, I get to overlook these beautiful waterfalls in the process. And I'm gonna get all those other islands unlocked at some point. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah.
Wanna come over for tea?
Hello, Tubby.
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment, but once you've materialized enough rooms and furniture through Subspace Creation, it will feel just like home.
Okay. Trust rank. 0 of 300. Using the Serenity Pot as a medium, the Adepti manifested this realm through the manipulation of Adeptal energy. As its owner, you can modify the environment within in a variety of ways to match your own preferences. A spirit that lives within the teapot is said that she was created by the Adepti themselves. She looks after many matters within the realm, behaving like its butler. If you are looking to modify the realm's environment, the teapot spirit is at your beck and call. Trust rank. As you create more furnishings for the first time, the teapot spirit's trust in you will increase. Accumulate trust to increase your trust rank. Increasing trust rank will unlock features for the Serenity Teapot or allow you to obtain various rewards. Adeptal energy rank. The amount of Adeptal energy within the realm will gradually increase along with the number of furnishings placed. Once a new Adeptal energy rank is reached, the realm's output will also increase. You can obtain the materials required to create furnishings in many different ways all around Teapot. While visiting your friends' realms, you can also assist them in creating furnishings by reducing their creation time. You can provide assistance to multiple friends each day, but the same person cannot be assisted twice. You can use realm currency in the Serenity Pot to exchange for items of your choice. Yeah, whatever. Wait, I guess I should finish that. From 4 a.m. GMT to 5 every Friday to 4 a.m. on the Monday, -5. Of the next week, the Teapot Traveling Salesman will visit your realm, bringing precious wares and rare. Okay, so those change every week. And then from Saturday to Monday, you can go to other realms to buy from their salesmen. Emerald Peak, 1590 Adeptal Energy, Bare Bones. Yeah, I need more. I know. Rank bonus. Ooh. Max realm currency stored increased to 300. Unlock exterior area 1. Max furnishings creation queue increased to 1. Number of available realm layouts increased to 1. Claim. File of Adeptal Speed. Multi-arced Mondstadt building. 60 Primo Gems. Oh, there's trust for. Oh my god, there's so much. Ah. Okay. Speak.
Maybe.
Oh, I can switch. Oh, you have to increase your trust rank. Okay. Cloud-piercing mountain peak. Well, that's how it looks at least. But being inside a teapot and all, the highest mountain probably reaches no higher than the stalk of a tea leaf. Floating abode, an island cluster suspended in midair, a typical feature of many Adepti realms. A boundless world featuring nothing besides the cluster of islands. Cool Isle, an island cluster surrounded by water. One wonders how many cups of tea can be brewed from this vast ocean. Hopefully none. Why would you brew your tea with salt water? Realm Depot? So you can just buy these weekly. Cool. Fragrant cedar vegetable rack. What in the world? You can buy trees. Creation stone. Oh my goodness gracious, there is so much stuff. Blueprint, furnishing blueprints. Look how much they cost though. Ooh, I can't afford hardly anything. Let me get the chair. Now let me make some things.
Maybe you're not.
Fabric, blue dye, fir wood, sandbearer wood. Wait. Oh, I have to use my. Hang on. Oh lord. Oh yeah, we're in the teapot now, baby.
Maybe.
Okay, I need fir pine wood and I need birch wood. Oh, I have to go find different kinds of trees. Are there any trees in my realm? Or do I have to plant trees in my realm? Can I get to this one? In the world? Oh. Well, that's lame. What is this? Oh. Okay. Nice. Oh, it's a new... Oh. Take 3 types of wood through cutting down trees.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Oh my god. Enter mansion. Yeah, okay, let me do that. But what if I plant trees in here? I can't chop the ones I plant. Then why would I plant trees? I guess they look nice. Whee! Oh. Eh. I don't like these automatic doors. Freaking me out. Okay, nothing in here. Ah. I like this stair layout. Oh. They wiggle and they wobble, but they don't fall down. Oh yeah, this doors that I can't go in. Shameful. Okay, well, not a whole lot to the mansion right now. Hooray, wine o'clock. Yes. I want to make something though, but I don't have anything to make them with. How do I get fabric? You.
Maybe.
I can't make anything. How do I make dye? How do I make... Oh, you. Aha! Yeah. Oh, it just does it. I don't have to wait for it? Hell yeah! Glad I've been collecting all this crap for the whole time I've been playing the game. My mint collection! Neat. Ooh, I can make things! 14 hours. Holy crap. Well, let's make this. Alright, so now I wait 14 hours. Or I could use the little potions, but I'm not going to do that yet. Yeah. I got an achievement. Process one die. Yes. I got rocks. No. You. Oh. Yeah, this. Okay. Confirm. Oh, you can buy 5 per day. I thought that was per week. I saw that you could buy them, but I didn't know that was per day. Shoop, shoop, shoop. Oh, look at these cute little trees. Whoa. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted. Delete. Cancel. How big are you? Oh god, they're so big. Mine your ore and then go forge with it. Nice, nice. Oh, some sweet little trees by our front entrance. Yes, good. And they even got some shadows. Good. How's our bamboo forest look? Pretty bare. But give it time. We'll get more small ones, I guess, at some point. Ah, nice and shady, looking out over the distance. Okay. What do I have to do up in here? Realm currency, crate tin furnishing. Oh, yeah. Not this week. I waited too long to unlock it. But we have the teapot now. Hooray, us. Alright, Tubby. Enter the teapot, create 50 dies. Yeah, sure. One more thing before I log off. Oh. Yeah.
Manthus wine taste the same as...
You have left the current Serenity Teapot and will return to your home world. Yep, that's the idea. That is the idea. Trees. I see birch trees. Oh, I actually see it fall out on the ground. I didn't know you did. Bird egg. I wasn't looking for the bird egg. Nope. Okay. So now as part of my daily adventuring, I have to beat the hell out of any trees I come across. Hello. Goodbye. Sorry about you. Nope, not that kind.
Solidify!
Can't handle your drink? Huh, pew pew!
Fragrant cedar wood, huh? And how is this different from normal cedar wood? Just that it's fragrant, I guess. 3 wood per tree. I feel like spear may not be the most efficient method for chopping trees apart. Quihua wood. Hutao? I had to figure out what I was going to do. Not that it matters, you know, because you could just beat everything to death with Hutao. But my commission was the Ruin Hunter was weak to swords. And I was like, oh, who am I going to use that uses a sword? I don't use... All my sword wielders are support. Spin it and Sing Cho. So we brought Kaya out of semi-retirement. He's not bad. His artifacts aren't even good either, so... Nice. Alright. This is enough beating trees to death, I think. Wait, this big boy. You! Oh, nothing from the big tree? Okay, okay. They're so small. It's hard to even see that they came out of the tree. Yep, I knew there was a whole forest here. Just go around beating the trees up. That'd be fun. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything else today, I don't think. Did all that. Not gonna do any of this week. Okay, so now when I log in on my like lunch break or whatever to go spend my energy on, or my resin on a condensed resin, I'll also have to pop into my teapot and claim my coins. Timber. I didn't catch all that. Alright, alright. I could easily just get into beating up all the trees into that. I can certainly see myself doing that. Oh, shoot. How fun. This isn't fun, but just the whole... the teapot leading people to do stuff like this is fun. Alright. Map. Do I have anything else I need to do? No. Not today. Okay. So we can quit game.